Hi everyone, my name is Karen, this is my channel RatherBeReading, and today I'm bringing to you a reading vlog. Hi guys, it is about 5:20 on Sunday the 25th of March, yes. Welcome to a new reading vlog. So I've literally not read a single page this weekend, like not a single page. Last night, which was the last clip of the last vlog, I mentioned, so I was out all day yesterday until about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I intended to spend the evening like just reading, watching booktube, and I did watch a bit of booktube, but I was really just lazing about. I napped for a while, and then I was watching TV and just like flicking between different channels and watching like different parts of movies that I've seen like a million times, and just really wasn't doing a whole lot. And so I didn't end up reading anything. And then today, so fun story, my dad thought that my niece was playing soccer at 9:30 a.m. and the game was away, like on the other side, like way on the other side of Adelaide from where we live. So I was picked up at 8:15 in the morning to go to this game, and it turns out that she wasn't playing till 11:30. So that was a bit of a bummer because I had originally, like we all, like us who got the time wrong, well, my dad who got the time wrong, we thought we were going to have time in the middle of the day, like where I was going to go to my niece's game and then come home, be able to do a few things, and then my brother had a soccer game this afternoon, but we didn't end up getting to do that. So we ended up hanging around on that side of town, went and got some coffee, and then went back, watched my niece play soccer, and then we had to go straight from there basically to watch my brother play, and I've literally just got home from my brother's game, and I now, so like I said, it's 5:20. I have to leave in about 30 minutes because I'm going round to, so Nicole, who's one of the girls who I played soccer with on the team that I played for last year, is having, well, I think there's only 2 of us actually going, but so the Australian Bachelor in Paradise starts on TV tonight, and I'm not hugely into The Bachelor or The Bachelorette, like I don't really watch it at all, but she invited a bunch of the girls around to like have pizza and wine and watch it, and it's the first night that it's on, and I thought, you know, be social and fun and go do that. So I'm doing that, and I'm supposed to be around there at about 6, so she doesn't live too far away from me, so I'll leave in like 35 minutes to go there. And I also intended to have the vlog from prior to this vlog up. It's supposed to be uploaded tonight, and that's real not going to happen. I haven't even edited a single clip. So, yeah, which is going to put me behind. I've been really good on my upload schedule all month. So that's really disappointing that it's going to put me behind. I'm hoping to now, once I finish filming this clip with you guys right now, I'm going to edit as much of the video as I can before I leave. And then hopefully if I don't end up getting home too late, I can maybe get it finish getting it edited tonight, so that maybe, because I also don't know when I'm going to get to speak to you guys again. I am going tomorrow night to see Bruno Mars in concert with Mitchell and Shakara, and I think we're going straight from work to the concert, so I won't get home till really late tomorrow, so I may not even get to check in with you guys tomorrow, but I'm also not going to be able to probably like get that video uploaded tomorrow. So really it would be great if I could at least get it edited before I leave. I don't think that's going to happen in 30 minutes. I'm rambling now. I just don't know what I'm going to do. So anyway, I should go now and do that. So yeah, my reading update is that I haven't read anything, and it's not like I'm reading Ashes to Ashes, and I'm really keen for it, and like keen to have it right here and keen to know how this series is going to end. But I think I've just been a little bit like okay with not getting as much reading done this weekend because I got so much read during this past week. So yeah, I'll definitely get back onto a good like reading schedule when I go back to work tomorrow. And we have a short week this week because Easter is next weekend. So I've only got a 4-day week. Woohoo! So yeah, that's it. This was a really long rambly clip for which I apologize, and I will talk to you guys again at some point in the future. I don't know when, maybe Tuesday, maybe when I get home from Bruno, I don't know, we'll see. Hi guys, it is 5:35 p.m. on Tuesday, the 27th of March. So it's been a little while since I updated you guys. I officially ended up reading nothing over the weekend, technically. I I did forget to mention when I checked in on Sunday that I actually did read the webcomic for year 1 of Check Please. So it's one of the things that I did on Saturday night. I just read through that entire year 1 of the comic, and I really liked it. So Check 1 is I would say new adult. It's set in college. It follows a character named Eric Bittle. I think it's Bittle, or is it Brittle? Anyway, who is at college on a kind of hockey scholarship, and he hasn't really played much hockey before. He is previously a figure skater, and he is gay, and basically it's about his life on the college hockey team. And I really, really liked it. I liked all of the characters. It was really enjoyable. I have a couple that I'm shipping in it that I'm hoping will end up being a thing. So I only read year 1. I think there's definitely year 2 out. I'm not sure if year 3 is out, but I will definitely read year 2 at the very least sometime soon. I just haven't had basically any free time since Saturday night. So I did read that. I gave that 4 stars. So then, as I mentioned on Sunday, last night I went to see Bruno Mars in concert, which was a lot of fun. I went with Mitchell and Chikara. It made me, I really enjoyed it. It was really fun, and it was a really good show, but it did make me remember why I don't go to concerts that often anymore, because I felt every one of my close to 30 years at the end of that thing, after standing for 4 hours and being so pressed in by people. Like, my back was killing me, my feet were killing me, my legs were killing me. I was sick of being touched by random people, and but the show was really, really good, and he played my favorite song, which is When I Was Your Man. That's my favorite Bruno Mars song, and he played it, so that was really, really exciting because I didn't know if he was going to. So that was a lot of fun. And I did also yesterday, so I finally picked back up Ashes to Ashes yesterday, and I read, I think I was on page 65. Yeah, I was on page 65, and I read around just over 200 pages. I think it was on 280 last night. And then I ended up finishing this today while I was at work. So this is the 3rd and final book in the trilogy, and I enjoyed it. I did. It's nowhere near as good as book 2. I thought the ending was a little bit rushed. I wasn't in love with the epilogue. There was an outcome that I was hoping for that didn't end up happening, which was disappointing. But overall, it was really, really enjoyable, and I would recommend reading this trilogy just for book 2 alone. Not gonna lie. So in the end, I gave this 3.5 stars. I then, yesterday and today, listened to an audiobook, which I ended up completing today, and that is The Year of Less. It's got a really long full title. Let me find what the full thing's called. The full thing is called The Year of Less: How I Stopped Shopping, Gave Away My Belongings, and Discovered Life is Worth More Than Anything You Can Buy in a Store, by Kate Flanders. So I thought this was a self-help book about living with less, but it's more memoir than self-help, which I wasn't expecting. So it was okay. It wasn't what I was expecting, but some of the stuff that she talked about, and tips that she gave, and tips, at one point she talked about how she traveled, she is Canadian, and at one point she talks about how she went on a trip to New York, and how she could that trips to New York can be as expensive or as cheap as you like, and that her trip was so cheap because she used all these travel points to fly really cheap, and then she stayed on a friend's couch. And I was like, yeah, okay, but not all of us have travel points and have friends in New York whose couches we can sleep on. So stuff like that was a little bit annoying. I did like that, just kind of overall concept of what she was trying to achieve about living with less belongings and being more self-aware of how much money she spent on just stuff. I couldn't relate to it completely because the whole reason that she got into this was because she had all this debt and all of that type of thing, and I've never really had, I own a house now, so I have debt, but until I brought my home, I never had any debt. I've never had a credit card. and I still don't. Even my cars that I've owned, I've purchased myself, which I'm very privileged to have been able to do. So I couldn't really relate to like having to dig yourself out of this hole of debt, but at the same time I could totally relate to the part about having like too many belongings, and shopping online in particular being something that like you do not necessarily for the right reasons, because I know for a fact that there have been many an occasion where I've bought stuff online and the main reason I bought it online was because I was bored and shopping online was just something to do. So it was okay. I didn't like take that much out of it, but it was like somewhat interesting. I gave that 3 stars. And then so now today I have started, also once I finished Ashes to Ashes, I started Forget Her Name by Jane Holland. This is my next NetGalley book that I need to read, and I got a pretty decent chunk of the way through this, actually. I'm 38%, so over a third of the way, which I'm really happy with. This is an adult psychological thriller that follows a main character named Catherine, who had a older sister named Rachel, and Rachel died when Rachel was 13 and Catherine was 12. And then it's years and years later, she's an adult and she's about to get married, and she receives in the mail a snow globe, and this snow globe is Rachel's snow globe that she had as a child, and she doesn't understand like where it's come from, and there's something being put into the snow globe which is very like kind of grisly, and then you kind of start to come to learn like this is right up front, like you kind of know that Rachel was apparently evil, like she did some awful things, and that Catherine wasn't necessarily upset that she died, and then the story just kind of all goes from there. I am enjoying it. It's got kind of your pretty typical kind of thing going on at the moment, where you have the main character and all of this stuff going on and the people in her life not necessarily believing like everything that she's telling them. But it is pretty enjoyable so far. I'm interested to see where it goes. Like I said, I'm about a third of the way through that. Tonight, I don't have anything going on tonight, which is good because I have stuff going on. So I mentioned, and I'm sure, I presume, it would be. So Good Friday and Easter Monday are public holidays here, so we have the 4-day weekend coming up. But tomorrow night I have soccer training, and Thursday night I have an appointment to donate blood after work. And then I also think I might we have late night shopping in Adelaide, not in the city it's on Friday, but everywhere else it's Thursday night. And I previously have never really been able to go late night shopping because I've always had training on Thursdays, because with my past team we train Tuesday, Thursdays. Now I train Wednesday, Fridays. So, and it didn't really occur to me until the other day that I was like, oh my God, I can go late night shopping again if I need to. I say, as we just talked about, buying less, but there are some things that I need to get. And so, due to like something that I've decided recently, so I want to go and start picking some of those things up that I need to get. So I thought I might do that after I donate blood, but it might depend what mood I'm in on Thursday and how busy the shops are going to be, because the shops here don't open on public holidays. So the shops will be closed all Friday, which kind of means that sometimes Thursday night it might be a little bit manic, but so we'll see whether I end up doing that or not. But it just means like tonight's my only kind of free night. Having said that, I have to edit this video that I talked about on Sunday because I got very little of it edited, because that's really late now, and I've had to cut a video from my monthly thing because I'm just not going to have time to get as many videos up at the end of the month as I hoped, and it means I'm going to have 2 vlogs going up back to back, which I don't like to do, but it's just sometimes the way the cookie crumbles. But I've got that, and then I think I'm going to take a bath. I haven't had a bath in a really, really long time, and I just really feel like that's something that I would enjoy doing tonight. So yeah, this was a really long clip, but those are my plans. So I will definitely talk to you guys tomorrow when I get home from work, probably before I finish training. Hopefully by that stage I might have finished Forget Her Name, because like I said, I've already read a third of it, so hopefully I can make some really good progress on that tonight and tomorrow while I'm at work. But I'll definitely talk to you guys again soon. Hi guys, it is 5:30 on Wednesday, the 28th of March. So time for a daily reading update. So last night I made it to about 70% of the way through Forget Her Name by Jane Holland. And then today, while I was at work, I finished it. So I enjoyed it. It was enjoyable. And it was one of those really like, as with basically every thriller, really like quick and easy to consume. I also liked that I thought I was starting to guess the twist, but then I realized that you were supposed to kind of guess it at that point. Like the twist is revealed like earlier than what like you would think, and then you kind of get like the repercussions of it, which I liked. I also liked that she included some kind of current like issues in it. Like so the book is set in London, and she talks about the issues with the NHS, and I know that that is something that is quite prevalent in Britain at the moment. And she also talked about kind of, it also touched on like the increasing need for food banks and like that type of stuff. So I really liked that that was in there as well. My main issue with the book overall was that I didn't like, not that I didn't like, I didn't understand basically every response that like every character would have. So every time something would happen and the characters would respond to it, I would be like, but why are you why are you doing that? Like, why are you responding in that way? Like, none of the responses seemed logical, which I guess some of it can kind of be explained away by like events throughout the book, but it just, I don't know, it kind of annoys me when you can't, like almost everything that they're doing, you're just thinking, well, that's stupid, like why wouldn't you just do this? So I did enjoy it though. In the end, I gave that 3.75 stars. I then picked up The Grown Up by Gillian Flynn. This is Gillian Flynn's little novella. My copy has 67 pages, so I read that entire thing today too. I really enjoyed it. So this is a short story that basically follows a woman who works in a, I guess it's kind of like a psychic, like palm reading type thing that does hand jobs out the back. She previously used to give hand jobs, but now only does it for her regular, like special clients, and now is like basically a fake fortune teller. And then she kind of, I don't want to like say anything more than that, I guess, because it's 67 pages. So, but I really enjoyed it. I was sucked in, right from the start. I really enjoyed the kind of story in it. There was a really hilarious quote in it too, which was, books may be temporary, but dicks are forever. And I was like, funny. It was really creepy. I really enjoyed it. My only thing, and this is basically the case with every novella that I read, was that I wanted more from it. Like, if Gillian Flynn turned this into a full-length novel, I would read it. Because I just basically, it felt a little bit incomplete at the end, and I definitely wanted more. But I did really, really enjoy it, and in the end I gave that 3.75 stars as well. I then was listening to an audiobook today that is The Lady by His Side by Stephanie Lawrence, and I am 28% of the way through that, so I only listened to a little bit of that today. Hopefully I can get that done tomorrow, because then we'll be going into the 4-day weekend and I probably won't get much audiobook listening over the weekend. So this is a historical romance basically that has a bit of a mystery aspect to it, which I like. Like I said, I'm not too far through that yet. And then once I finished The Grown Up, I moved on to, so I need to pick up, complicated, I need to pick up Night of Cake and Puppets by Laini Taylor, but I wanted to pick this up when I had time to concentrate on it, because the edition that I have has illustrations in it, so I didn't pick that up yet. I picked up Wired by Julie Garwood, and I actually got a decent chunk of the way. Let me just find my exact spot. I'm even further than I thought. I'm on page 184, and this is only 300 pages, so I'm over halfway through. I don't even know how I managed that, but apparently I did. Holy crap. This is really quick and easy to read. Like, I knew, but I didn't realize I was that far through. Like, I'm well past, like, the halfway point. Well, not well, like 30 pages. Anyway, so this is a romantic suspense, and it's pretty enjoyable. Very easy to read, nothing groundbreaking. It's the 13th book in a series. I've read all of the series over the years, but it's pretty enjoyable, and I'm enjoying it. So that's basically all I have to report. I'm like, wouldn't have thought that I could get this finished tonight, because I have training tonight. So that'll take up a big chunk of my night, and I'm always really ambitious about what I think I'm going to get read when I get home from training, and then never end up reading hardly anything. But with how quickly I got through these 180 pages, I am going to get pretty close to finishing this. Well, no. I don't know whether I should now try to just finish this before I pick up Night and Cake and Puppets, or put this to the side and read Night and Cake. It might depend how much time I have to read tonight, whether I think I could finish Night of Cake and Puppets, or whether I just see how far I can get through this tonight and then focus on Night and Cake and Puppets tomorrow. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. But what I will do is check in with you guys tomorrow when I get home from work, which will be, well, actually, I'm not sure what time it will be when I check in with you guys tomorrow, because as I mentioned yesterday, I have an appointment to donate blood tomorrow, and then I might be going to do some shopping, depending on my mood. But in any event, I will definitely update you guys and let you know whether I decided to keep going with Wyatt or move on to Night and Cake Puppets. So I'll talk to you guys again soon. Hi guys, it is 5:05 p.m. on Thursday, the 29th of March. It's officially the Easter long weekend, thank goodness. I had a really stressful afternoon at work. I'm just sitting in the parking garage near, like, the park and ride, because I have an appointment to donate blood in about 10 minutes. I need to head off in a second. It's right near here, so it won't take me very long to get there. And apologies if you can hear all that car noise. Everybody's in a real hurry to get out of here and start their weekends. So I thought I'd give you guys a quick update. Last night I did end up completing Wicked by Julie Garwood. So it was really enjoyable. I really liked that the main female character was really into, she was like a computer genius and really into coding and that type of thing. So I really liked that. And then I haven't picked up Night of Cake and Puppets yet because, like I said, I want to be able to concentrate on the illustrations and stuff, and I just haven't had a chance to do that yet. So I did listen to more of the audiobook today for The Lady by His Side by Stephanie Lawrence, but I'm only 69% of the way through that, so I'm not sure now if I'll get to listen to any more of that until next Tuesday when I go back to work. But I did start today. Friggin' hell, everyone is in a hurry. I did start my reread. I'm really excited, of Simon versus the Homo sapiens Agenda by Becky Albertalli. I am on page 80. So I'm almost a third of the way through. The movie came out in Australia here today, and I really want to see the movie this weekend. So I am doing a reread of that, and I'm really excited because it's it was my favorite book of 2016. So that's about it for the update. I better head off so I can get to this appointment on time, and I will check in with you guys probably at some point during the day tomorrow because I'll be not working. Woohoo! Talk to you guys soon. Hi guys, it is 5:45 p.m. on Friday, the 30th of March. It's the 30th, right? Yeah, the 30th. And I'm not just home from work because I didn't have work today because it's Good Friday. Woohoo! So I had one of those deliciously, what is this piece of hair doing? I haven't brushed my hair, so this is what we look like. One of those deliciously lazy days. I have not got changed out of my pajamas. This is my pajamas. And I've literally spent the entire day, well, not the entire day, obviously I've moved, like, for different things, but I've been in my bedroom, in my bed, just reading, watching BookTube, and napping. I didn't intend to nap because I actually got a lot of sleep last night. I went to bed nice and early. I got up this morning at 7:30. I woke up at 7:30. I've been awake since then, so I got plenty of sleep, so I didn't think I would nap, but I think when you're not doing anything and you're just laying around, you're not energized, and so it meant that I fell asleep for a while, so I slept for like 2 or 3 hours this afternoon as well. However, I did today finish my reread of Simon versus the Homo sapiens Agenda. I just finished this a couple of minutes ago, and I loved it as much as I ever loved it the first time. It's one of those books where literally when I finished it, I just hugged it to my chest with joy because this book is just so cute, so adorable. I loved it. This is the first time I've reread it since I read it the first time. So this is the first time that I read it where I knew who Blue was up front. So I loved getting to see kind of everything, having that knowledge, and I was even more aware this time, I think, of how great Becky Albertalli's writing of teenagers, how great her writing around kind of gay issues, not like issues, but, and I knew that she did this in the last one. I knew she had all those great quotes about like why is straight the default, like why is it that gay people have to come out and straight people never have to come out, you know, that straight, it's just assumed that everyone's straight, and if you're not, you have to go through this whole big production for the most part to like for people to know that. So I knew and I remembered all that, but there's a lot of like really nuanced stuff in this as well that I just thought was really, really great, and all the commentary that she puts in there, like with the stuff with Simon's father on comments that he makes about like gay people, and he's not at all homophobic, but still just those casually homophobic things that people do say, and like guys like whole like, you know, no homo attitude and all of that type of thing, and about how the area that they live in is not necessarily the most progressive area, and even though it may be okay with family and friends or whoever, that it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be okay with like the larger community. And it was just, Becky Albertalli friggin' knows her shit, and I'm really excited, even more excited now, to read The Upside of Unrequited, because I still haven't read, and Leah on the Offbeat. I'm so excited to see the movie. I'm not sure when this weekend I'm going to go see it. I don't think I'm going to go with anyone. I think I'm just going to take myself to see it, because no one else that I know has really mentioned anything about seeing it, and I don't think that anyone else could appreciate it the way that I will appreciate it. So I think just on a day where I don't have anything going on in the afternoon, I think there's 3:30 showings of it, so one day when I don't really have anything going on, I might take myself to like a 3:30 showing, maybe tomorrow, we'll see. So yeah, but yeah, that's kind of my update for today. I haven't picked up anything else yet. I literally just finished this like 2 minutes before I started filming this clip. I will now be picking up something on my Kindle. I can't remember what it is. It's one of the like backlist Kindle books. I need to check what that was that I needed to pick up. I don't have any plans for tonight. I'm literally like not going to leave my house today. I'm going to get Uber Eats for dinner, and I'm going to watch some movies tonight, because I haven't watched any movies in a while. I still need to watch Doctor Strange, the next Marvel movie that I need to watch. I'll probably watch that, and then something else probably, and yeah. Tomorrow's Saturday. It's not technically a public holiday, so all the shops and stuff are open as normal, so I'll be doing normal Saturday routine tomorrow, like going to coffee and things like that. But yeah, that's it for this clip, I think. I will talk to you guys at some point tomorrow and let you know kind of what's going on for my Saturday. Bye, guys. Hi, guys. It is about 10 to 5 p.m. on Saturday, the 31st of March. I'm filming this clip from my bedroom as opposed to out in the lounge room, because I've actually closed off the front part of my house. And I'm spending time in the back part of my house, which I've done for a very special reason. I actually have a new family member I would like to introduce to you. Give me 1 second. Let's see if I can get this working. 1 second, let me flip the camera around. Sorry for any lying flashes. It's the laptop, I believe. There she is. This is Winnie, too short for Winifred, which I'm sure she'll only be called when she is in trouble. Hi, gorgeous. I just adopted Winnie today. She is 16 weeks old, and she has done nothing but purr since I brought her home. Isn't she gorgeous? She's a grey and white tabby. So give me 1 second. Let's see if I can get this camera around. Excuse the angle. So, that's Winnie. So I had been I didn't do this on a whim. I had been toying with the idea of getting a cat for a while. I am more of a dog person, if I'm being completely honest. I am a dog person, but I can't have a dog. Like, there's just no way. I live alone and I work full-time. I'm out of the house so much of the time. In the soccer season, I'm away from the house a good part of my weekends as well. It just would be cruel for me to have a dog because I wouldn't have anywhere near as much time to walk it as I would like. It would spend so much time on its own. I also don't have a secure backyard, so a dog is just really not practical for me, and it's just not something I'm going to be able to do for a really long time. And so I had been toying with the idea, like, I own this house now, I'm not going to be moving anytime soon. So I've been toying with the idea of getting a cat for a while, and I just decided recently that there was really no reason why I shouldn't. Cats are able to be very independent. The cat will be able to keep itself company while I'm at work, but will be there when I'm home to snuggle. And so I just decided that I would go and adopt a cat. I had intended to adopt an adult cat because kittens, as I understand, I thought would be a lot more popular, and that they would go a lot quicker. So over the last couple of days, I'd been buying everything that I needed. I wanted to be prepared before I brought Kitty home, so I'd already bought like the kitty litter tray and kitty litter and scratching post and some toys and everything that I could think of that a cat would need. And then today, my mum and I went down to the Animal Welfare League and went to have a look, and there were actually only 5 or 6 adult cats, and all the other cats were kittens. And and I wasn't that like into any of the adult cats. Like, there weren't any there that I was particularly drawn to. And there was actually another tabby that was there, another grey and white tabby that was in a different cage to the one that Winnie was in. That was a boy cat, and I didn't go in with any preconceived notions about sex or type of cat or anything like that. All I knew was that I didn't want something with too long of hair. So I was looking through the cages, and there was this little boy, and he was very affectionate and was looking at me, and I didn't realize until I was looking at him that I really did think that I wanted a girl cat, not a boy cat, but I wasn't sure. And then I saw Winnie, and she was the only other really grey and white tabby that was there. And I wasn't necessarily looking for a tabby, but I do generally like the look of a tabby, and she was also very affectionate. So when I first spotted her, she was sitting at the very front kind of a cage. There was a shelf near the front with a pipe, and she was laying in the pipe, and she was actually asleep. And I saw her and went, oh, she's really cute, and I kind of stuck my finger through the bar. And then I wasn't looking at her. I'd like looked to the side and was talking to my mum and saying something with my finger hooked through the bar. And then I felt her, and I looked over, and she'd like pushed her head against my hand and was like rubbing her head against my hand. And then I went in and was patting her, and she was very cute, and she kept like jumping on me, like putting her paws up on my chest, and she was very affectionate and very cute. And I came out of the cage, and I said, Mom, I don't know what to do. I like both of them. Like, I can't leave here with 2 cats. Like, I'm not sure what to do. And the decision basically ended up being made for me because there were several other people in the cages as well looking at the other cats. And there was a woman there with 2 children. And they ended up picking 2 kittens. And one of the kittens that they picked was the other tabby, the boy tabby. And so that kind of made that decision. I was like, well, I can't get the boy tabby now, so I'm going to get her. And so I got her, and she's so beautiful. She's so affectionate. Literally, normally as soon as I sit down, she crawls immediately into my lap. She's so, so cute. But yeah, so that's kind of a life update in terms of reading. So I completely forgot to mention yesterday that on Friday, I actually did read the entire novella of Night of Cake and Puppets by Laini Taylor. This is a novella that follows Susanna, and I read the entire thing on Friday night. I really enjoyed it. It was really cute, really cute. It was one of the better novellas that I've read in that it was kind of its own standalone story, and I knew the characters and all of that type of thing, so I did really enjoy that. And I gave that 3.5 stars. I then, last night, after I finished my reread of Simon vs. the Homo sapiens agenda, as you know. I then started a book on my Kindle, which actually was a novella. It was about, I think it was about 80 pages. It was called It Started With a Kiss by, I believe it's by Lindy Dale. I'll put the name on the screen if that's incorrect. And I read that entire thing last night. That is it's a novella. It's actually set in Australia by an Australian author, I presume. And it was just a novella about, it's kind of a second chance romance so this girl is jogging one day and she ends up kind of running into this guy, and it turns out to be this guy that she has known since she was like a really little kid and been in love with kind of her whole life, and they had been together, like were together in their teenage years, and ended up splitting up around the time that they went to university for whatever reason, and hadn't seen each other in years, and they kind of end up reconnecting. I really enjoyed it. It was a lot better than a lot of their free novellas that you get on Kindle. It was pretty well written. I really liked the story. You kind of got alternating time periods between present day and then their previous like relationship, where you get their whole thing from when they first met when they were like 8 years old, and then you get when they're like 14, then when they're like 15, then when they're like 17 type of thing. So it was really enjoyable, and in the end I gave that 3.5 stars as well. That's it. That's all I've read. I read that last night. I haven't read anything today. I've been out and about like all day. And then since I've been home, I've just been cuddling with Winnie. So I do have one other novella that I want to read on my Kindle before I move on to something else. So I'll probably try to get that done tonight before the end of the month, and then I'll probably just leave it there and then start on new stuff next month for April. So this will be the last clip of this particular vlog, as it's the last day of March. So the novella that I'll be picking up is Don't Look Back by Kelsey, I want to say Morrison, but again I'll put it on the screen if that's incorrect. And I had a quick look at it last night when I finished the other novella, and I think this is actually a female-female romance novella, which is very interesting. I don't think I've ever read any like free romance novellas that were female-female, so that'll be really interesting to see how that is. But that's basically probably going to be the only thing that I read tonight, and then I think I'm just going to watch the movies. I do want to edit and upload this vlog, which is why this is going to be the last clip. I want to get this vlog uploaded tonight, so that's why I've moved my laptop in here, because I have closed off the front part of the house, because I want Winnie to get used to this back part of the house before I kind of introduce her to any more territory. She's pretty used to things already. She's pretty much made herself at home, but she hasn't used the kitty litter yet, and I want to make sure that she knows where that is, so I don't want to widen her kind of territory until I know that she knows where that is, because I don't want to be having any accidents in my house. So yeah, that's it. Big life changes today. Yeah, but so you guys can probably look forward to a lot more cute cat clips coming up in future vlogs. That's all I've got for this clip. I hope that you guys had a great reading month in March. I know I did. I got so much read, but there will be an outro after this, so see you guys in the outro. I hope that you guys enjoyed this reading vlog for the last part of March. I got so much read in the month of March, as it turned out. I'm really, really pleased with myself. I hope that you guys had a really awesome reading month in March. I would love to chat with you guys in the comments down below if you've let's talk about how your March reading month was. I would love to chat down below. Please like this video if you liked it. Please subscribe if you want to see more from my channel. But that's all I've got for this video today. Bye, guys.